I was waiting for DeVette, and DeVette was waiting for me, so we're starting a couple minutes late. Everybody come on in, have a seat. All right. Wow, it's good to see all of you today. How many of you, raise your hands, would have been out at the property today standing in the cold? Don't lie. Don't lie. Okay. I believe you. I believe you. I did notice a sign out there now. Wow, that's awesome, huh? All right. Well, this is an exciting day in Hardin County, and I'm glad that we're all here to celebrate it. I think that this is a project that has been a team effort for sure, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who have made this important step of deeding over about 9 acres of land to Central Kentucky Community Foundation. And those that have made this possible, I have a bit of a list here just to kind of show you how long it is, but bear with me. And forgive me if I leave some people out, which I know I'm going to. I tried to get everybody that I could think of and had help doing that and tried to make this list as good as I could. But I would like to start with the vision that originated from Judge Barry, my predecessor. I remember a brief meeting with him before I took office, and it was about almost exactly 2 years ago. And he was reminiscing about the personal childhood impact of the local YMCA. So he went over that with me. So it starts with that. And from there, we have a bunch of people here that I want to recognize. A previous county engineer, Charlie Allen, did a lot of work with this. Our current county engineer, Mark Absher, also has been a part of making all of this happen. The previous deputy judge, Vicki Meredith, did quite a bit of work on this. Nick Douthit, our GIS coordinator, working on maps and all kinds of drone flights and all kinds of fun things. As a matter of fact, he's the one that put together this map over here. And while I'm thinking about it, this shows where we're at right here, the star, 5-mile radius. Double boxes here. All the schools. So it doesn't maybe capture all of them, but it sure does. I didn't ask them to calculate the percentage of school children that in that file. Feel free to look at this. All right, Adam King and his team with the Hardin County Planning and Development, Aaron Hawkins and E-Town Planning and Development, Allison Pike with County Attorney's Office, and of course our prayers continue to go out to her family and her co-workers. Our County Attorney, Jenny Oldham, always has a lot to do with working through these types of things. Our land surveyor, Darren Clemens, with information on the deed process. Our magistrates for their work on this project, and specifically Fred Clem and Patsy Whitehead. Let's see. Pittman Green for doing the plat preparation drawings. We have sewer information. You got to get into all the details here from wastewater treatment plant folks, Corey Bond. Ed Pope with the city of Elizabethtown. City engineer, Michael Page. Mayor Jeff Gregory for his partnership in all of this. Is Mayor here? He was scared to come, was it? Yeah, I had to make him speak. Of course, DeVette Sweeney and her team with Central Kentucky Community Foundation. Mike Bowers and the Baptist Health Hardin Foundation Board. And I know there's others. Sorry if I've missed some others. If there's anybody that wants to be recognized, just okay. Well, I know there's others here, and some of you in the background that either I didn't know about, And I'm sorry I didn't mention your name, but you know who you are. So anyway, we are looking forward to the results of the studies to determine the feasibility of the YMCA in this county, this region. And we are grateful to have been able to support and to be able to do our part, Hardin County government and fiscal court, with these 9 acres of land. Probably worth about $500,000 is the number that I got. I feel like that's probably low. Jeff, is that low? I figured it was. Yeah. And the $3 million of seed money to jumpstart this process and hopefully build something very impactful for the future of Hardin County, especially the youth of our county. I think there's probably a lot of people in Hardin County that don't know much about the YMCA, never been around one. I hadn't, growing up here, had ever been around a YMCA, but I have 2 daughters that one of them kind of a trainer. She did a lot of work. She was hired on at YMCA in Louisville, a couple of them actually, and worked there for some time. We got to kind of know what she was doing and how that process worked. Another daughter up in Dayton area, their family joined the YMCA, one of the YMCAs up there, and it was a fairly new one, and I remember going to that facility several times with my grandchildren, enjoying the facilities there, very clean, top-notch people working there. So it was a very positive experience. It's had a positive impact in their lives. So it makes me appreciate it just a little bit more maybe than some that haven't ever been touched by it. So at that, I want just to thank you to the whole Hardin County team that made this happen. So I'll just end with Go Team Hardin. Right. All right. Thank you all. All right. I'll turn it over to Devette now.
Thank you to the judge for us all from freezing today by offering the space for us to be warm for such a great day that we want to celebrate. As you probably know, many of you know that a YMCA has been a dream of many in this community for a long time, but it's a very big undertaking. 3 years ago, our board started looking at how our community was changing and growing and what it would take to keep up with those changes, to keep up with the services and the amenities that our growing community would want. What would it take to continue to be a place that people want to live and work? And as we explored that topic, that conversation, we realized that many of the things, childcare, service, seniors, educational opportunities, leadership, those health indicators, so many of them could be addressed by one project. One very big project, but a YMCA could touch on so many areas. And so we started asking the question, could the time be right for a YMCA in Hardin County? We thought so, and as we explored that with other people, we found some folks who agreed with us. So we are excited today about the potential that a YMCA has to positively transform our community, promoting healthier lifestyles, wellness services, community connections for people of all ages, those expanded child care services that we know are so important for families and for workforce development, community education, leadership, and so much more to meet people all across our community wherever they are. We know a YMCA will strengthen our community, bringing those programs and services that are so vital, some that are missing today and some that just don't have the capacity to serve our growing community. A YMCA is a critical community component that people increasingly expect to have in the place they choose to call home. And we are Kentucky's largest county without a YMCA facility. Because of the generosity of Hardin County government, of land and dollars, we're now positioned to make that change. We want the opportunities that people will have to improve their lives through a YMCA, empowering our young people, improving individual and community well-being, and inspiring action. Most importantly, what I love is that each YMCA looks different because it reflects the community that it serves. I look forward to our community identifying and designing the YMCA programs and facility that is important to us. YMCA is more than a gym. It's programs and people. The equipment and the building are the tool that help grow health, our physical, mental, and social health. I grew up in a town with a Y, a small town with a small Y, and I can tell you I never touched the weight bench or the treadmill. May not surprise some of you that know. I did watch a Y health educator help talk to my 12-year-old friend when she was diagnosed with diabetes a long time ago, before there was internet research and easy to get information at your hand. And she helped give her confidence in her ability to manage that disease and connected her to other resources. I still remember the patience of a YMCA basketball coach when my free throw couldn't quite make the rim and his encouragement. And I remember a couple of years later when my grandmother died and he walked in the funeral home. The connections in the community that those experiences created were important. Through that basketball program, I connected with the Y and learned about other programs that my family came to value, and finally leading me to programming like teen programming, like the Kentucky Youth Assembly, or KYA, as a lot of us refer to it, where I found a home. When I think about the significant asset that Hardin Memorial Hospital was to this community for over 65 years, and continues to be now as Baptist Health Hardin, I can't think of a better way to redeploy some of the proceeds from the sale of that community asset into another way to better the health of our community. And I am so excited to see some of those dollars do that through YMCA. Now, we're talking about all of this like it's going to happen, and I believe it's going to happen, but we also know today is the first step, not the end. So it's going to take a lot of work to make this YMCA come to reality in our community. The gift of land and the dollars are a great place to start. So many communities start this effort well before they have land and that much resource directed toward it. So I consider that we're in a very fortunate place. But although we as a foundation are charged with leading this effort, it truly must be a community effort for it to be successful. It is bigger than any organization, bigger than several organizations. We need the input and we need the support from throughout the community. As with all of our work, we take our responsibility as community stewards very seriously, and because of that, our next step in this work is going to be some research and planning before we jump in. So that's where we need your help. We need people who want to be involved in various areas of that work and who want to give us input. We want to hear from the community what you want to see in Y Services. There'll be several opportunities to do that, and we hope that you will get involved with us. If you have questions today, if you want to talk about what you want to see in a Y, if you wonder how this is going to work, I'm glad to talk with you afterwards. We've got several members of our Community Foundation board here that I know will be around and glad to talk and answer questions as well. Today, we hope that you will share your thoughts on why we need a Y on our board by the door, why. So jot your thoughts down there, jot your comments. We would love to have that. I think it would make a wonderful addition to the lobby of our building when we have the grand opening. So take a look at that. There's also some flyers that just have some information on where we see things happening next, so that you can keep up with what we're doing. If you would like to stay involved, make sure we get your contact information today. Glad to connect with you there. Thank you for going on this community journey with us to see a YMCA come to fruition. We're excited to be part of it. Judge, do you have a pen? Can we sign?
On the table.
Okay. Because I guess we can talk all day long, but this makes it real, right?
This makes it real. We've had our notary here. So we have a 50-page deed. There's 4 pages. It's pretty. So you do have those. Yeah, come on up. Be a part of it. I'll read the first paragraph. Being made and entered into this day, 2024 by Hardin County. Central Kentucky Foundation Real Property Investment Corporation, 200 General Drive. I'll spare you the rest of it. Sign the agreement. All right, let's go ahead and sign this thing. That's what Brian did over here.
Oh, okay. If you all want to come up and stay behind this wall, we can have a picture. The whole crowd.
There's got a crowd in up here behind us. Good. Everybody in the picture. Okay, is everybody in? Good. And I'm signing. No one mess up. Go through the only three. Hey, all right.